Hey, Dr. Uhrmacher here. Just wanted to share with you a little story about Starbucks that I had yesterday. One of the things, and it has a lot to do with your practice building here, so hang with me. But one of the things that makes them really great is I'm sitting in there, and I went in the afternoon and I ordered a decaf, and of course in the afternoon they don't have decaf made, so they do what's called a pour over. And simply what that is, they grind the beans, they pour it in a filter, and they pour hot water over it. So then they have to wait for it to drip through. And so I went and sat at my table, and of course my son works there, and I've been going there consistently for 2 years, so I know all the people in there. And about 10 or 15 minutes goes by, it got real busy because they have their happy hour going on, and I still didn't have my coffee, so I went back up and asked, and the coffee wasn't even there. I saw them start it, and so someone else got my decaf. Probably they didn't want decaf. But what it came down to is then, of course, they made it for me, and Emily, the store manager, brought it out, and she slipped me a little coupon, for my next drink that would be free, and of course, any size, so I love that. But that right there, that's what makes Starbucks successful. One is the consistency of what they do. So because they do that for everyone. If they screw up your drink, they do it for every single person, every single time. So if you want to see the success of your practice increase, make sure you're doing it with consistency. Take a look back, though, at some of your successful times that you're in practice, what you were doing then and what you're not doing now. Now, I'm sure right away a handful of things stick out in your mind. So why did you stop doing them? And I think the most common answer to that question is simply going to be life. I mean, it's hard to run a successful practice and be a successful doctor at the same time. Now, that's why you have staff to do the things that you shouldn't be doing. Now, that's easier said than done, right? But it's the truth. You simply can't do everything on your own and expect to have a busy and lucrative practice at the same time. Now, I do want to back up just a little bit here. That little life answer I gave you, I don't want to let you off the hook that easy. Part of life is being a little bit lazy. And don't get worked up just yet. I'm just as lazy. That comes back to having the right people in the right place to make sure all of the things get done all of the time. Not just for a month, while it's kind of fresh, you just told your staff to do it, it's fresh on their mind. They need to be doing it all the time. If your office gets busier and you need to hire a part-time person to handle those needs to be done list, well then you need to hire someone. Here'd be my best example of that, why you go through the peaks and valleys in your office. And really, do your best here to prove me wrong about this. You start out not busy. So then, of course, you start searching and you do some good practice building strategies that maybe you learned from a coach or a guru, wherever. All of a sudden you get busy, and then you stop doing those very same strategies that got you there. And then all of a sudden you get not busy again. So the pain of not being busy caused you to implement some of those strategies. When you got busy, the pain went away, and you either got too busy to do the strategies or you thought you didn't need to do them anymore because you were busy. And so that's the vicious cycle. The strategies rarely change, but truthfully, the hamster wheel, is what keeps consultants in business. Now, I say they rarely change. I'll concede that the internet changes, and it's changing at a rapid pace, so make sure you keep up with that one. But that's what you need to do in your practice to stay consistent, to stay busy, is do it all the time, over and over. Don't go through those peaks and valleys. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks.